Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tunica Voices. Today we have with us a very special guest, Ms. Joanie Arteta, who's the chairperson for the Elders Committee. How you doing, Joan?
Good. How are you, David?
I'm great. I'm great. I know there's a lot of things going on, and the elders are very busy. Who are the elders, Joan?
Well, the Elders is a group of 10 people that I believe have a great passion and love for people, and uh, we're looking forward to focusing and we're committed to bringing the needs of our elders to the forefront, coming up
That's
with solutions.
that's great. I know that you guys have done a few things already. When you talk about getting it done, I mean, you guys have been busy. I know that you've helped put some care packages together. You want to tell us a little bit about that and that process?
Yeah, so we've been in Elders Council since officially since September, but we've been in the works since June. So really, we've been around for 6 months now,
Okay.
and we've been trying to figure out how to help our elders. We're in the height of a pandemic, and an economic crisis. We've had a bitter election fight. We've got, a lot of things going on, and our tribal family is been tested and challenged and trying to figure out ways to stay afloat. And so the Elders Council has been working to try and figure out how we can help our elders be proactive and come up with services and programs that help our elders.
I know
So
that you have.
one of the things that we came up with back in June was to put together an elders self-care package
Okay.
that would offer some PPE or protective gear for our elders to help them be proactive during the pandemic. And so it provided things like an infrared thermometer, some face masks, an oximeter to help measure your oxygen levels, which is important during pandemic, and then some other care packages or care items to help sanitize, keep everything sanitized. We also put it in a see-through drawstring bag to help them find their items at all times.
Right.
So go ahead. Were you going to
No,
say
I,
something?
I think it's great. I know that there was a lot of buzz about it. People were very happy to get those packages because it really, at the time, at the moment, it was very hard to find sanitizers and even masks. And that really goes a long way, because you want to try to make sure that you're as safe as possible during this whole process.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of help. We not only was it difficult for a lot of those people to find some of these much needed items, we were able to work with tribal council, youth council, all the various departments, satellite offices. We kind of pulled everybody together. Everybody has something to offer, and so I'm big on collaborating. So I kind of like the idea of pulling everybody in and making sure that we can give our members everything that they need. And so I think we were able to give them some comfort in knowing that we care about them and that we're putting their needs first.
Definitely. Joan, I know that y'all have some other things coming up here real soon. I know y'all are doing some things here in November and some things in December. Can you tell the members a little bit about some of the plans y'all are working on?
Sure. Well, first, I kind of want to touch on some of the things that we kind of did because they're important. Some of the other
Sure.
items that we worked on and sort of executed already were AARP. We were able to work with the tribal council to execute that, and Mobile Loans was happy to sponsor us. So we were able to provide a 1-year membership to AARP, and AARP is an organization that offers or provides a lot of content, a lot of important information to our
For retired
elders.
people, right, folks, or
Yes, well, not just for retired, but
elders?
the elderly and 50 and up. They focus on 50 years and up. But in addition to all of that, they put out a lot of services and resources, information, discounts to some of these resources and services. They also provide a monthly bulletin and a quarterly magazine that focuses on some of the issues that impact our elderly. And so we thought it was important to try and make this happen for our elders. So I'm excited that we were able to do that with the help of Tribal Council and Mobile Loans. And so I think beginning January, we will start to see some of those elders receive their membership cards.
That's awesome. I think that's one of those organizations that always has been there nationwide, and they assist, the elderly, and not only in information, right, that they need on
Yep.
a day-to-day basis, and also I know they provide discounting, and they also try to give medical insight and health information as well.
Well, even more so, especially during this pandemic time when many of our elders are asked to stay home to minimize their contact with the virus. AARP also does little projects virtually. It might be maybe arts and crafts, or it could be cooking classes. They do a whole host of things. They have so many resources that are geared for elderly, especially during this time. And so, we encourage our elders to go online or look for the link that takes them to AARP to get involved in some of these programs. And each state is different. They can choose to go to the Louisiana AARP, or they can look for the one in their area, but each one will host different events, which are important. And, we elders, we're always looking for things to do. We're no different than the youth. We want activities.
I'm not quite there yet. I'm not an elder, but I imagine I
Oh,
can
you're in
understand.
such denial. But in addition to that, we worked with the Youth Council. The Youth Council was instrumental in designing a little care pack. They heard what the elders were doing, and they wanted to jump on board, and so they put together an youth care pack, back to school care pack for the students, headed back to school and in-person classes. And the elders assisted them with putting or adding some PPE to the student care packs to help them be proactive as well. And we help get their stuff packed up and shipped out the door to all the students that were headed back to school. So we were really proud of our youth council for stepping up and making that happen. We were glad to be part of their journey.
Joe, let me ask you this, because I'm sure that a lot of elders are already very aware of the activities that you're involved in, some of the things you do. But if an elder in any one of our communities throughout the United States would like to give you some ideas, or they have something on their mind that concerns them that maybe they want to touch base with you guys and talk about, or maybe they have some great idea that may be useful to the committee, how would they communicate? Would they get on Facebook? Is there a website?
So they can do it a couple ways. They can go to our tribal Facebook page, or they can go to the tribe's website and go into the elders page, and they should be able to find a lot of our activities and updates regarding meetings, helpful information affecting our elders. They should be able to, but also to add to that, in fact, I just spoke to Chairman about possibly setting up a 1-800 number, or even
That would be excellent.
an email that they can go to either leave a message.
Dropbox or something, yeah.
or ask questions or give some suggestions. And we welcome all the suggestions because we're new. We're elders, but it's not just about us, it's about all of our elders. And so we need feedback from all of our elders to help figure out what the needs are of our elders and our people in general, our tribal families as a whole. So we welcome any feedback, and it's encouraged. One of our members, Anna Ferris, is working on an elder survey, and that's done through the National, what's it called? National Resources Center for American or Native American Aging.
Okay.
And she's working on the survey. She's got to interview 179 people. And so I encourage everybody to be truthful and helpful with her as she takes on this task. It's a huge undertaking. But what it does is it puts us on their map and also makes us eligible for grants.
Awesome.
And resources that help our elders. And so I'm encouraging them to please help her out. I know that, some are fearful of giving information because they feel maybe, we're in their business but it's not about being in anybody's business. It's about really helping our people. So they're encouraged to really step up. They can do their part, and part of it is completing the survey and giving feedback to us.
Well, you know what? Sounds like you guys have a lot of stuff going on, but I know you continue to keeping yourselves busy with some other projects here in November and December. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So one of the things with the whole economic crisis and people out of work, trying to stay afloat and put a roof over the head, keep food on the table, we were trying to think of ways that we could help some of our people as we head into the holidays. And so we teamed up with Tribal Council and Honey Baked Company, and we will be shipping Honey Baked Company will be shipping a turkey, a Cajun-style turkey in November 20th, to our households 25 and up. We're focused on one household per group, and so per family. And then a honey baked ham in December, and that would go out December 18th.
Okay.
In time for the holidays. And it's just a little, I know there's not, a whole lot we can do right now, but every little bit helps. And we felt that just adding a little something to everybody's holiday dinner table is a step forward.
That's nice. I mean, I think that was something that very well thought out, and I think it's going to be appreciated by all the citizens, all the membership. So, hey, kudos to the Elders Council, right?
Thank you. And Tribal Council, because they were instrumental in getting it approved, and they were very helpful with this whole process. So
awesome.
Thanks
Look,
to them.
I know that here we come, right? It's 2021. And, it's going to be one of those years where I'm going to say a rebuilding year, and a year that folks are going to have to take into account, the new way we have to live, whether, with mask or, whether we go to a total closure, but we have to prepare ourselves. And I know that y'all are continuing to keep your eye and focus on the needs of the elders as well. Also, the consideration of how it affects, different families. So in your eyes and in your committee's eyes, how do you see 2021 coming around and y'all's vision for the next year?
Well, first of all, let me say, we're, as an elders council, we're in this for the people, for our elders and our people as a whole. And so our voices are very important here, because as elders, we bring some wisdom. We've been there and done that. So we're able to bring maybe some insight that maybe the younger don't see. We're
And
looking
I'm
at the
always
whole big
willing to
picture.
listen. I'm not an elder yet. I'm always willing to listen to you.
But some of the things that we're pushing for in the new year is, and by the way, Tribal Council is right up there. Like we are really trying to work on some of the three key things to me that I think are important to the people are the communication. We're working on alert media. It's still not quite up and running, but I think we're close. Transparency. We're working on and pushing for monthly general meetings virtually because I don't believe that with all the resources that we have at our, all the tools available at our fingertips, we should be having these meetings and keeping our people informed. So I know those are probably some of the things that are in the works. And then the other thing is accountability. For me, it's important that we're following through, and when we say that we're going to do something, that we follow through, and we have to do it as a team. We have to be able to count on our counterparts, and whether you're youth council, tribal council, elders council. So I think we're engaged, and we're looking for better ways to not just communicate, but to bring transparency. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't want to rain on tribal council's parade, but I know that their hearts are in a good place, and they're working on some amazing things. I know that I'm really looking forward to the new year of fresh look and a brighter outlook than this 2020 has brought. I think it's good news about some of the vaccinations that they're finding are 94 to 96% accurate. So I think we're going to see a better outlook in 2021.
Yeah, I mean it's about new beginnings, right? And we know that sometimes things get caught up in the bureaucracy, right? And that sometimes things get put on the shelf. But I think that the elders are taking a good approach. You guys want time frames. You guys want an understanding that you have to open up the all channels of communication. So I think you guys are definitely headed in the right direction, and that's going to be appreciated by all. Not just elders, but also youth and other members that are day to day affected, by the decisions made and that affect them through not only tribal council, but through some of these committees and some of the things that we're doing, and not only that affect our tribe, but in Indian country as a whole.
Yeah. Well, David, I have to say that I say this all the time. No one person can do this alone.
Right.
We have got to be a team. We have got to be working together. We have to be communicating. The only way to bring success is to do it together. And by the way, as tribal members, we have a responsibility as well. We're part of this tribal business and tribal family, and we all are responsible. We all have to step up, and that means that we have to act responsibly. We have to speak responsibly and respectively. We have to give. We have to rally around each other and lift each other up and work together. And more importantly, we have to rally around our leaders and help them do what they need to do. And we've got to do it together. We've got to bring unity, and that is the only way that we are going to see success and prosperity come back again.
Okay, look, we're going to lighten it up a little bit.
Okay?
We have a segment in our show where we actually ask people a few fun questions. All right, favorite food, Joan?
Mexican food. But you
Ah,
knew that already.
well, extra jalapenos, please. No, that's awesome. I mean, Mexican food is an amazing food, and you have a knack for cooking it because every time you cook, I'm always the first one in line. But uh,
Oh.
but anyhow, how about your favorite sports team?
Well, I've got to go with Lakers and Dodgers. I'm a
Uh,
California girl at heart.
okay. All right.
Grew
All
up
right.
watching them all my life, and so I was pleased to see that they took something home this year.
You know what? They've had some great teams and they've had some great championships, so we'll give them that. Now over here we wear the purple and gold and the black and gold. So
Don't want to hear it.
come on, screw that nation. No, look, Joan.
That's the competitive side of me.
Joan? So what do you like doing in your spare time whenever you're not on the elders, busy, on the committee, or when you're doing things with your family? What are the things you enjoy?
Well, I stay busy with a whole lot of things. I not only look for ways to help our tribal family, but I also do a lot of stuff here at home. I'm very involved in my community. I sit on a couple boards, athletic board. I have helped make costumes. I've helped with the honors course and ordering formal uniforms. I've built the tennis program here in my community, which is kind of fun. And uh, I play tennis myself, so I do love to play tennis. I love working on little projects. I love to stay busy.
That's awesome, and that's probably your way, right? I mean, you
Yeah, well,
stay
you know
busy.
what? I'm a nurturer by nature, and so I tend to want to help everybody. I want to see, I want to see everybody succeed. I want to be able to help. I'm a strong advocate for teachers and the No Student Left Behind, so I want to make sure that everybody crosses the finish line.
Awesome, awesome. All right, Joe, we're about to run out of time, but I'm going to give you an
Okay.
opportunity to give us some closing remarks. So whatever's
Okay.
on your mind, you want to finish up with.
Well, first, I just want to say I'm so happy to be serving as Elders Council. I'm happy to be working with the other council members. I think we all bring some great strength and ideas. And so I'm kind of looking forward to putting a lot of that to work in 2021. I enjoy working with Tribal Council. I think they're an amazing group, and I think they have a lot of things in store for the new year as well. So I'm just looking forward to helping any way I can.
Well, Joan, thank you very much. We appreciate you being on the show, and what a wealth of information. You doing what you do, you're doing a great job. And here on Tunica Voices, we want to hear from our leadership, our directors, our chair people, and our committee members. Thank you again, Joan. You have a
Thank you.
great one.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.